All right, good morning and happy Friday, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? What is happening? There we go. Happy Friday, everybody. It's good to be here. Let me know if you're out there in the old interweb lands, still testing all of this stuff out here. So, yeah, hope everybody's doing well, having a great week. And if you end up jump on, say hello. Let me know you're out there. But yeah, testing things out here. Got some new toys in the background here, some lights. Obviously, this setup here is a little bit different as always, but how's everybody doing? What's going on this week? What's happening this week? Let me tell you something. I'm excited because today is our birthday, and I'm excited. We are celebrating 8 years here at Heroes Media Group, and I'm stoked by it. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. Um, and I'm kind of surprised. Like part of me, I'm a little surprised that, that I'm still around. Quite frankly, I say me, but it's not me. I just had an idea, ran with it, and really what this goes to is this contributes to all the shows and the people that are part of Heroes Media Group, both past and present. So I wanted to take a few moments and talk a little bit about the journey that we have had over the course of the last 8 years. I remember it was this time uh, in 2015, needed to do something, couldn't figure out what it was that I wanted to do with my life, and here we are 8 years later, and still plugging along. So all right, sharing this out a little bit. Let's get some more people. There's my man. Ken, what's up, brother? How you doing this morning? Appreciate you jumping on, brother. Appreciate you jumping on. Yeah, just it's been crazy how things have transpired over the years. And give me just a second here. Sorry, my other screen just took a dive on me. There we go. So yeah, 8 years running. It was I started this off at my kitchen table. I was living in down in Arizona, or my house in Avondale, Arizona, to be more specific. And I started this at the kitchen table. So upright and alive, good. Andrew, good morning, brother. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to be talking about you here in just a minute. Um, and that's how it started. And I remember one of our very first show. I brought some other shows on from a previous network that I had owned, and it was great. It was the Arms Room show, the Decision Hour, and the S3 with JD. Although I think it was called the Smart Side Sports back then at that time, and we did it from my kitchen table out of my house, and we did that for like the first year, and then about 2-3 months into this, I would have been probably around November, December. I started talking to a retired chief warrant officer out of the Army, Lila Holly from Camouflage Sisters. Shout out to Camouflage Sisters. We've done some audiobooks for them, and I believe they're going to be bringing their show back here in 2024, which we're grateful and excited about. So it's been a fun it's been a fun journey these last 8 years, and I'm looking forward to a lifetime more of this platform as we go. Jeff Demirs, good morning. JD was just talking about you. JD, 8 years today, man. Can you believe it? You remember when we started HMG at my kitchen table? JD would come over and record and whatnot right there on my kitchen table, and it was crazy how far we've come. Uh, the shows that we have brought onto the network, and what we have done over the last 8 years. We've done Super Bowls, we've done NCAA Final Fours, we cover NASCAR, a plethora of professional sports. We've done veteran events all over the country, um, first responders events all over the country. It's just been an awesome, awesome experience. And I thank you, God, for allowing me to do this. And I thank all of you who are a part of this, that support us, that tune in, uh, and support the shows each and every week, as well as come on here every week and look at my ugly mug. So yeah, I appreciate that, JD. Thank you very much, man. It's been a ride, man. It's been a ride. 8 years, and here's the thing: we're just getting started, folks. You can see I'm upping my game a little bit. This is all stuff I've done before. I just, quite honestly, I'll throw myself under the bus as I usually do. It just I did kind of the basic stuff for myself and my own shows, and now I'm trying to up this up a little bit, and it's already bringing in a lot new shows. We got some new shows that I'm going to announce today. What a great birthday gift for Heroes Media Group is that we're going to announce two new shows that just joined the network this week. How exciting is that, Christina? Good morning, sis. Did you get my text? I sent you a birthday message. So it's awesome. It's exciting. So anyway, happy birthday to HMG. All the shows. Listen, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, the listeners, and for you, all the shows out there. If you are tuning in for the first time watching this, my name is Adam Bird. I'm the founder and CEO here at Heroes Media Group. You can check out all the podcasts by simply going to heroesmediagroup.com. Make sure you follow them on the social media platforms and whatnot. We got a lot of great stuff coming up. Now that it's our 8th birthday, we are revamping the website. You're going to see a lot new things. And those of you that don't know this, and this is not something I've always really kind of advertised, but I'm going to start doing this now. If you're a podcaster out there and you want to grow your audience, or you need help with your podcast, give us a call. Let us know. Send us an email at info@heroesmediagroup.com, and let us help you out. We do audio, video production, transcription. We're basically a full service marketing, production company for podcasters. We'll help you market your podcast as well, and we'll help you uh, try to monetize your podcast as well. So again, 8 years in the running. We're only going to get bigger. So now's the time to join. Let us know. Also, you authors out there, if you have a book and you want to turn it into an audio book, that's something else that we specialize in as well. Send us an email, info@heroesmediagroup.com. In the subject line, put audiobook. One of our production crew will get in touch with you and set something up so we can get you started on that process as well. So again, thank you all. Malachi, what's up, brother? Booyah. Appreciate you. Thank you all. JD's throwing me off here. Adam Bird is, I got to, a lot of you folks didn't know this, but apparently, yeah, I had no idea, and I will wear that as a badge of honor. So, and let's not keep that up there too long. My mom watches this show, and that's we can't have that. And yes, Doc, like Warrior's Garden. Yeah. Let's get that book done, man. I mean, I know you got everything that you need for it. So I love you guys. This is what I look forward to each week is it's coming on here. And I can't think of a better way to celebrate 8 years here at Heroes Media Group. Again, hard to believe 8 years ago, I just had this vision of wanting to create a place and a platform for our community heroes to come enjoy, get some positive news. So, and with positive news, let's kind of get this show kind of kicked off because we got some cool things. Not doing negative stuff today. No negative headlines today, folks. I know. Shocker. What is he doing? Well, it's our birthday. So that's what we're going to do today. I should probably fade that cup out there. They're not sponsors of the show. So, all right, let's get into this here. What do we have here first? Uh, the National Purple Heart Hall of Honor in New York's Hudson River Valley honors the men and women who have been awarded the Purple Heart. On September 18th through September 22nd, Purple Heart recipients will be flown to New York for a week of patriotism and camaraderie. That's pretty cool. I salute all of our Purple Heart recipients. God bless you and thank you for your service. Appreciate you. So, excuse me, I thought that was pretty cool. And we got that sent in today. What else do we have? I'm going to post this in the comment section so you guys can see this. I thought this was a pretty cool story. This military man, and this came from thesun.com. I won a Super Bowl before going to serve on a tour of Afghanistan in the United States Army because he missed the brotherhood. And I'll be honest with you. I think this is a great story. The fact that the guy won a Super Bowl with the Green Bay Packers. And then when he got out of the NFL, he missed the brotherhood of like what the NFL, and I've heard this from other athletes and stuff before that kind of came in and wanted to do something. So he, had this NFL career, won a Super Bowl, and then turns around and joins the United States Army. And I believe if you pull up the article here, I believe he was a aviation unit and a medevac unit and whatnot. So saving lives on the battlefield. Protected the quarterback. Aaron Rodgers was his quarterback, protected him, won the Super Bowl, and then he goes and does something even greater and bigger than that and saves lives on the battlefield. So I thought that was a pretty cool story, and I wanted to share that this morning with y'all. So there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. What else we got coming up? If you go, let me switch over here real quick. If you go to battletobe.org, Saturday, tomorrow, 6 p.m. at the Medley Art Gallery in Conroe, which is Conroe, Texas. Standing for the Fallen fundraiser. You can get your tickets for live or streaming at battletobe.org. It's right there. I can't do it. Right there we go. There we go. It's right there. You can get your tickets. So if you're in Texas, near Conroe, go check that out. Monday, the Ferryman Project and Warrior Women in New York. It's called Leaving Ripples Memorial Stones Everywhere They Go, honoring the 498 fallen first responders of 9/11. So if you want more information on that, again, go check out battletobe.org. Hey, I think I'm getting the hang of this. All right. What else here? Yes, that is correct, JD. That is correct. And then next Thursday, Voices from the Frontline guest Kelly Moore. She's a senior safety specialist on active shooter response and survival. You can find all of that information right there at Battle to Be. So check it out. JD is also humble. What else do we got here? We got. Whoop, give me just a second. See, I'm still learning this. Learning all of this stuff here, so I wasn't prepared. Shocker. Let me see here. This right here. Whatever. You see the picture. September 29th. Like, this is right around the corner. This is 2 weeks away. you get a chance to win this beautiful custom Ford Bronco from our friends over at Team Atto. And if you go to, let me pull them up right there. Go to teamatto.org right there, teamatto.org. You can purchase a ticket. The tickets are $100, and they're doing the drawing on September 29th at the All Heroes Welcome Ball. And if you're interested in going to the ball, it's a great time. I promise you, we're going to be down there. It's a lot of fun. Go to teamatto.org, get your tickets for the ball. There's a couple tickets left, not many, and there's only a few tickets left of this beautiful custom Ford Bronco. They're only selling 5,000 tickets. So you got a 1 in 5,000 chance of winning. Those are great odds, first off. And then second, you're going to get $10,000 cash for it as well. So go check it out, teamatto.org. All right. What else do we have here? Make sure I got anything else here. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this as well. Shout out to our friends over at Sisu Stamina. I've been on this stuff for the past week, and you want to talk about something that just keeps you razor focused. I've done it in the morning. I've used this stuff in the morning. It comes in a little container like this. It's great stuff. It's a chewable. It tastes great. You remember when you were a kid, like the Flintstone vitamins? It's kind of like that, but healthier. All right. Great stuff. Please go check it out. I've used this. I started using this in the afternoon. When you get over kind of that high. You about 4 o'clock in the morning. You go to the gym. You come in. You work till about noon or whatnot. You take that first break, and you're kind of like, okay, I need something to pick me up. This stuff here is amazing. Keeps me razor focused. I've gotten more done in the last week being on this stuff. It's great, and I will put the link up in this. Go check them out. Sisu Stamina. And if you decide to purchase some, use promo code HEROES10 to get 10% off. So check it out. Great stuff. Love it. Absolutely love it. And if you take it, it pretty much helps you see into the future. I'm just saying. What else do we got coming up? The Run Ranger Run, our friends over at Gallant Few. That's going on right now. I mentioned the All Heroes Welcome Ball, September 29th. The next day, September 30th, the All Heroes Open Fishing Tournament. Go check it out, Tampa, Florida. We love it. So let's get into some new shows here. All right. We got some new shows on the network right now, and I'm super, super pumped about them. And of course, they're not in here. Again, I'm learning this new platform, so I apologize. Bear with me. But first new show up, we have the Hero Academy with host Super Dave. Let me tell you a little bit about Super Dave. Met him in Denver at Podcast Movement a couple weeks ago, and I was standing there talking with Shay Sparks from Shay Sparks, the Power of Investing People podcast, and that's going to be changing here in November. I'll get into that later, but we're sitting there, we're talking to a couple people, and this gentleman walks by, and I kind of see him out of the corner of my eye, and he starts slowing down, and then he stops right in front of me. And Dave's not a small guy. He's a little shorter, but built, and he's a frontline hero. He was a law enforcement, is still in law enforcement, and just an all around great guy. We're happy to have him on the as part of the HMG family, but. The Hero Academy is a place where we could celebrate, highlight our frontline heroes. I love it already, right? I believe that frontline heroes such as nurses, firemen, EMS, police officers, military are all heroes without capes. Absolutely. He doesn't care about the politics, only positivity and purpose. He only cares about those that have chosen to serve society, civil servants. He believes in collaboration over competition, which we absolutely love that here. At the Heroes Academy, you're going to learn the secret strategies and let ordinary people become extraordinary inside of their purpose. Sometimes we'll throw in some simple side hustles that everyday regular people are doing, things that you can do to make extra money, especially if you're starting to think about retirement. What's next uh, in your transition into the next phase of your life? So, absolutely excited to have him on the network, the Hero Academy. In just a second. Hey, Lindsay, if you're still on, appreciate you jumping on. Thank you. Love it. Love it. Who do we got next? Beyond the Rut. I do have, I'm going to share this. Beyond the Rut, little sticker right there. Boom. Life is too short to live stuck in the rut. I love this. Beyond the Rut is a podcast that offers you the motivation, inspiration, and practical tools to help you build a life of worth living. Um, the show here is to help you break free from those limitations and find the path to success. Join us as we share encouraging stories and actionable advice on how to get out of the rut in life and create a vision for your future. We'll discuss the importance of mindset, setting goals, and taking actionable steps towards achieving your success. This is a great show, guys. I'm really excited. Whether you're looking for career guidance, personal development tips, or just a need to boost inspiration, get started on your journey. Beyond the Rut is a podcast for you. Check it out. A little story about Beyond the Rut. Jerry is the host, and he's also an Army veteran. Got to sit down with him. Absolutely had a great time chatting with him in Denver, and he's part of a couple other networks, Lima Charlie networks. Our friends over there that we co-promote stuff from time to time. But we're happy to have another community hero joining the platform here. And again, what better way than to celebrate our birthday by bringing these two hero shows on the HMG platform this weekend. It's a great birthday gift. Mark, Patriot Pride, another community hero right there. Mark Peterson with People's Patriot Project. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you guys. So those are the two new shows that we are bringing that are live. They're live. If you go to heroesmediagroup.com right now, you'll be able to check out those new shows. They're on the network. They're up and running, and we are just ecstatic about all of it. Let me see here. JD, no, we're not gonna go there with that one. I will share a story though, JD, where JD and I were at an event up in Vegas. Um, we did a photo shoot for Pinups for Patriots. It was at the time. Yeah, we had a rough job back then. Back then, and if it was a last minute decision, and everybody, those of you that know me know that I was a single parent for many years, and without getting into too much detail, long story short, I had to take my son to Vegas with me, with us. It was JD, another photographer, friend of ours, and then it was me. And at the very last minute, um, I had to take my son with. My son was, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 at the time, maybe 9. I don't remember. And it was let's just say it wasn't one of my prouder father moments. It was years ago, people. I was a single parent, but it worked out. But it was always kind of a fun story. JD and I get a laugh out of that when we think about the last 8 years and some of the things that we've done. I tend to forget a lot because we've done so much, and it's been great, and I'm blessed. It's not bragging that we've done that much. It's just we're blessed. We're blessed that we get to do the things that we get to do. I'll tell you another quick story just because JD said so, and then we're going to get into the shows. So we're at the Venetian, and trying to think of the restaurant. El Toro. Now, I don't know. I haven't been to Vegas in a long time, but we were at the El Toro and the Venetian, and which is a great restaurant, by the way. And the owner of the restaurant, we'd been talking and chatting it up with the owner all night. He had a black Lamborghini and a black Ferrari convertible downstairs, and he was telling us how he paid for them cash, like in 6 months, and on like a Groupon, and he was giving us the business plan behind it and whatnot. And that was a huge Ferrari guy at the time. It was jet black convertible. I mean, it was sexy. It was sexy. And it must have been about 2 a.m, and we had been having a good time. I'll put it that way. And while JD's going to throw us under the bus, so he says we weren't. I wouldn't say we were slightly. JD thinks we were slightly drunk. I would say that we had a nice buzz going. So we're down there, and we're chatting, and we're looking at the cars and whatnot. I was like, hey, do you mind if I sit in the Ferrari and take some pictures? So he gets out his key, reaches into his pockets, grabs his keys, and tosses us the keys to this $250,000 Ferrari. And he says, don't take what did he say? It was along the lines, and I'm paraphrasing. He's like, don't take too long. He's like, go take it for a spin if you want, but don't take too long. And JD and I'll never forget this. We looked at it and our jaws hit the floor like, what the hell is this guy thinking? Like, he just gave us the keys to this Ferrari at 2 a.m, and he was like, you can go take it for a spin. Now, JD jumps in the passenger side. I'm sitting in the driver's side. He's like, are we going to go? And I'm like, no, we're not going anywhere. Like, we started it. I think we started it, and we took some pictures in the driver's seat. Each of us got pictures in the driver's seat and whatnot. But I was not about to take it out on the strip, have something happen to it, and then me be responsible for that vehicle and whatnot. So, but that was another one of those Vegas stories. See, not everything, everything that happens in Vegas doesn't always stay in Vegas. So there's a lesson to be learned there as well. So listen, all right, let's get into some of the shows, because there was a lot of great content this week, and I'm kind of excited about it, quite frankly. I'm excited that this is it. I mean, eight years. What a great way to celebrate our birthday. And again, I'm going to bring up the 2 new shows that joined the network this week. The Hero Academy, Community Hero, Super Dave. Honored to have you part of the HMG family. Welcome. Beyond the Rut, military veteran, Army veteran, brother in arms, Jerry. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. And we love having you a part of the HMG family. Both of these shows, new. Their show pages are live. Go to heroesmediagroup.com to check it out. Stephen Williams, what's up, brother? How are you? Wouldn't let me drive your Prius sober, huh? You've heard the stories then, have you? Nice. Oh, good stuff. All right, let's get into some of the shows this week. Who do we have here first? We have, excuse me. We got Label Free Podcast. What happened this week? Robin Sears, founder of Above and Not Beneath. Robin shares her inspiring journey as a single mother and how she is empowering other single mothers to thrive through positive, intelligent coaching. Absolutely awesome. Great episode this week. Label Free Podcast. Check it out. What do we have here next? Next up, we have The Other Side of the Firewall. I love this. It's an IT type show. This week they talked iPhones targeted by zero-click vulnerability. I've heard different stories. This has been on the news. Pay attention to this. Also, what are Apple iOS security research devices? That just makes me nervous just hearing that. Wednesday, they did charging hackers with war crimes. This was super interesting, and I'm kind of curious what other people think about this. Um, Charging hackers with war crimes. Do you think that's something that should happen? Should hackers get charged with war crimes? I guess it kind of depends on uh, what it is, maybe, perhaps. What are you guys' thoughts? Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. And then, of course, Friday today, they do their um, kind of everything movies, book reviews, and everything else. So check it out. They do a show every day of the week, and it's a great show. They're very uh, educational type show, and I absolutely love it. So check them out. That's the other side of the firewall. Who do we got next? Next up, we got Carry On Politics. This week, Lindsay's talking with congressional candidate Steve Lanique from Ohio District 9. From Ohio District 9. So check that out. Carry On Politics. She's got a bunch of new shows coming up here soon as well. So stay tuned for all of that. What do we have next? We have. What do we have next? Time to shine today. Time to shine today. This week, breaking the box, overcoming limiting beliefs and living your dream with Julia Gentry. Julia, the remarkable founder of the Dream Factory and Company. She, as well as the brilliant author behind the best-selling book in Christian leadership, Dream, I Dare You. I looked that up. It's a very interesting book. I'm going to get that. Check that out. It's called Dream, I Dare You. With a journey that began in real estate, but led her to a state of complete burnout in her early 30s. Julia's transformation sparked a midlife awakening, ultimately bringing her to where she stands today, living her dream as a national speaker, author, business owner, growth coach, devoted wife, and homeschooling mother of 5. Wow. Julia possesses the wisdom and experience to successfully bridge any gap. Check it out. That's our time to shine today with our man, Scott Ferguson. Give me just a second here. All right. Next up, we got. What do we have next? Pushing back chaos. Pushing back chaos this week. There are times when all of us find ourselves in a bit of a dilemma, right? Unsure of which option to take, and we have our own intuition about the what's the best path forward. But is this conflicts? Does this conflict with the majority view? How do we proceed when you're at that crossroad in life? Do you blindly follow the herd, or do you blindly follow your instincts? This week, the host discussed this theory, this thorny topic. How can we develop and judge correctly when is the correct way to follow and which way to go? Whether it's your decision or are you going to believe somebody else and follow that path? Sometimes the correct path is clear, but having the ability to hold opposing views while researching a position is one we need to develop because we too are human and prone to error. We may also made a snap decision, or we may not have all the information needed for a quality decision. So check it out. That's this week's pushing back chaos. All right, what do we have here? I'm catching up on the notes here. What do we have? Steve, you're right. Information is a battleground. Oh, yeah, you're talking about yeah. I agree. Steven's talking about other side of the firewall. What they should do with um, treating the hackers like war criminals, and that's a solid point, Steve. Solid point. All right, what do we have next? I'm bouncing back and forth there. I'm still, like I said, I'm getting used to this. I appreciate you guys'. We have. There we go. Because Bikers Matter podcast. That's what's up next. This week, Ruck Chicago. Supporting veterans and changing lives with Veronica Leminski. I hope I said that right. Veronica is a philanthropist involved with various different charities. And in this episode, they start discussing Ruck Chicago, a charity group that raises funds for canines for veterans. How cool is that? I love this. Veronica explains Ruck Chicago hosts fundraisers throughout the year, including a recent successful event that raised $6,500. They also talk about, an annual Ruck Run where participants can wear a rucksack and enjoy a fun-filled day of food, drinks, and live music. Veronica emphasizes all the proceeds from Ruck Chicago's events go directly to Canines for Veterans, an organization that pairs rescue dogs with veterans dealing with PTSD. Awesome. That's a cool episode because bikers matter. Check it out. Love it. Love it. All right. Next up, we have here. Give me just a second. Again, I'm trying all this new stuff. Next up, we got Misfit Nation. Misfit Nation this week. Rich has done an awesome job with this show. I love this show. I'm going to talk about this particular episode first, and then I want to say something else about this. But this week, Pioneering Excellence in Law Enforcement, a conversation with Ed Crowan. Ed's got just a wealth of experience, including serving as a police chief in 2 Massachusetts cities and working internationally in the United Kingdom, Egypt, Sweden, and Portugal. Ed brings a unique perspective to the table. He specializes in advising Eastern European police departments, notably in Russia, Ukraine, and Moldova. Additionally, Ed is a distinguished subject matter expert in critical areas of domestic violence prevention and combating corruption within law enforcement. Hats off to this community hero, Ed. Thank you very much for your service to your communities. This was a great episode, Misfit Nation. Other thing about Misfit Nation, real quick, they do live shows on their Facebook page, and they did another one last night with a special forces operator as well. So if you're not following Misfit Nation, please go check that out as well. All right, awesome. What do we got next? We got where it's not on here. I didn't put it on here. Environmentally speaking. This week, controversy in conservation, non-native species versus habitat restoration. This is an interesting topic. And I've really have gotten into this show, and because you talk about the environment, if you're a conservationist, whether you're into plants, animals, and stuff like that, if you're a hunter, there's other organizations like Ducks Unlimited, Whitetail Unlimited. Again, I'm not sponsored by any of those. Those are organizations that I have been a part of in the past. But this particular week was something very interesting. the topic of tree planting and the opportunity for homeowners in Rhode Island to receive free trees. They're handing out free trees. They discuss the benefits of smartly planted trees, including managing storm runoff and improving air quality. However, the conversation takes an interesting turn as Marissa shares her passionate opinion about cutting down trees and the importance of preserving their habitat. Uh, the controversy deepens when they discover that these free trees that are being offered are actually non-native species to the area in which they live, leading to the discussion on the balance between uh, biodiversity and ease of planning. What are you guys' thoughts on this? I'm curious what people's opinions are on this because there's something else that's gone on. Denise, how are you, dear? Appreciate you jumping on. This particular episode of Environmentally Speaking, when you're talking about bringing in different different non-invasive trees into an area that aren't where they're not normally found. You see that in fishing as well. I'm an avid angler, amateur, I would say at best. But I'll give you an example here locally. Some of the places that I fish here out east, there is a non-native species of fish called a snakehead. One of the ugliest things you'll ever see. Apparently, it's good eating. But they mass produce rapidly, and it's a non-native species in the waters out here in the Pennsylvania, Maryland area, and it's there's now I know in certain rivers and reservoirs, um, they they want the counties and state want people to get rid of these and make sure that you can catch as many of these as you possibly can and get them out of there. I know there's actually a tournament coming up this Sunday down at Ocotillo Reservoir down in near Kirkwood, that's put on by our friends Jim Nerie's Bait and Tackle. They're doing a snakehead tournament. They do these types of tournaments because they're taking over the other fish, and it's not good. So it's interesting to see this with trees. I think another non-native species that you see, bamboo. I heard that bamboo, when you plant bamboo, it kind of overruns the area that you plant it, and it just keeps going and going. A lot of people in these nurseries out here tell you do not plant bamboo trees anywhere. JD, what do we have? Non-native species. Yeah, you're right. It destroys the natural environment. So this week, again, environmentally speaking, great episode, and I think we're going to learn some more about that here in the near future. So stay tuned for that. Woo! All right, next up, we got, what do we have next here? Let's do MSEC podcast. MSEC podcast this week. This was a great episode. Dr. Stephen Koza and Dr. Christine Ogle talk about safety practices for young military families in and around the home and highlight resources available in the Safe is Strong toolkit developed and designed to strengthen family health and safety. This was a great episode. I had the opportunity of meeting these two amazing people, and this was a great episode. I think everybody needs to check this out. Again, if you have kids that are living at home, that are in school, Military Child Education Coalition .org or militarychild.org. That's the organization you want to follow. You have a ton of resources. It's great stuff. I love it. MSEC podcast. Check it out. All right. Next up, we have Arms Room Show. Love this show. This week, they're discussing goofy martial arts and theatrical combative concepts that are for entertainment only, not for real world use. Now, I really wanted to find like a catchy movie skit, like, take the pebble from my hand, grasshopper, whatever. Yeah, great episode as always. You got to learn. You really, if you haven't taken a class with them, first off, you should. And second, this is one of those shows where I love, because it's like, oh, this is kind of goofy or whatnot. It's very educational, and they talk about some of the dumb stuff people do in a real life situation. And it's like, yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Great show, Arms Room Show. Check it out. What do we have next here? Next up, we have Chasing Happiness podcast with our man Ryan. This week, the power of expertise, why knowing your niche matters in real estate. This week's guest is Nate Riggs, a top broker associate specializing in residential listings in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. He shares his incredible journey from a Navy career to a thriving real estate expert. Discover how his unique background and expertise has propelled him to success in a competitive market. That's this week's Chasing Happiness. Check it out. Next up, we got the Joel Evans Show. This week, Mark Washington from Supergut on the show to discuss the importance of gut health and how it changes your mental as well as your metabolic health. Great episode. Take some notes. We all need it. That wasn't a dig on anybody, just FYI. Rise Up Voices from the Front Lines. I mentioned they're going to be on next Thursday. Check it out. You go to our friends battle2b.org to check them out. Who do we got next? We got your 6 at 6 with the People's Patriot Project. Mark Peterson was on a little earlier. What's up, Gabriel? How you doing, brother? Jeff, you're right. You are absolutely right. All right. We got your 6 at 6 People's Patriot Project every Sunday night, Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Do like a round table. They got some great guests that come on. Guests in the veteran music industry. This is just an all-around great show. And Mark and Andrea, I've had the pleasure of knowing them now for the latter part of about 9 years. And they're on the road just as much as I am lately. Although I think they're slowing down because they are community heroes. They are teachers. So we appreciate them. But check out their show, People's Patriot Project. We got your 6 at 6. You can catch them live on their Facebook page. So make sure you check it out. What's up next? Next up, we have the S3 with our man JD. This week, he does a couple of shows, him and Lady M. And let's be honest, Lady M, she's the brains behind the operation, I think. Right? She's got all of the picks, and she's like almost never wrong. But this week, in fact, tonight, I believe, on the S3's college football show, JD and Lady M give their thoughts about what Colorado State head coach Jay Noble said about Deion Sanders heading into this weekend's game. And after a 5 TD game, what does Bryson Daly need to do this week to help Army West Point football pull off the upset as almost a 9-point underdog at UTSA? And how much do you really know about the history of Army Black Knights football team? Lady M takes us to football school with another edition of Football Origins. This is a really awesome show, and I think this is going to be an awesome episode. Make sure you catch them live tonight, the S3 with JD. I want to go back to something real quick, and I didn't save the image, and I was going to actually add this to one of the topics this week, and then and then chose not to. I wanted to keep it. I wanted to keep it positive, but the whole Dion, the Colorado State head coach, making a comment like, "I take my sunglasses and my hat off when I'm talking to people. That's how my mama raised me. Whatever, blah blah blah." It's almost uh, comical of what everybody's saying. Last week I brought up Deion Sanders. Now I had the opportunity. I shook hands with Deion. Well, I can't remember the year. It wasn't the last time the Super Bowl was in Phoenix. It was the time before that. So it must have been 10 plus years ago or so. Anyway, uh, loved watching him as an athlete growing up. The guy was amazing. People called him arrogant. I think he was confident. And same thing as a coach. It's funny. It's almost like everybody's trying to poke the bear, if you will. Do I think Colorado's going to blow Colorado State out of the water this week? Yeah, I think it's going to be a blowout. And it's just when you add fuel to the fire, you're poking the bear, guys. You should know better. Colorado State, it's going to be interesting. Now, moving forward with our friends up at West Point, Army football. Listen, if you've never been to an Army football game, you're missing out. I absolutely love going to Army football games or any of the academy games for that matter. But I particularly love Army Black Knights, and I've got family ties with West Point. My uncle played for the Army baseball team way back in the day. And whatnot. So it's cool, but I love all the academies, but being an Army guy myself, I got to say, go Army, beat Navy. We absolutely love it. I've been to Army Navy games several times. In fact, the year that they beat the streak, that was our first year there. So Army West Point, love you guys. Army football team, love you guys. Good luck this weekend and take them down. I hope you guys, bring home the W. So yeah, that's what else? That's it. That's all I got. No, that's not all I got. Alibi. I need to thank our sponsors. I want to thank our sponsors. There's a couple of sponsors I'm going to start off with that have been with us since pretty much day one. And that first and foremost, My Tax Fella. Go to mytaxfella.com. If you need bookkeeping, need help with your taxes, if you want to start a business, they help with all of that. My friend Anthony, the founder, great guy. I've known him for a latter part of a decade now. He's worked on my business taxes for all our businesses as well, my personal stuff for the last decade. Only person I go to when I got money questions, he's the guy that I go to. Absolutely love it. Check him out, mytaxfella.com, and I'll start throwing up these logos and stuff when I do this. Again, still learning all of this stuff, so bear with me. Who else? Forget Genetics. Another veteran-owned organization. Absolutely love it. Barry, good friend of mine over there. Forget Genetics. All you hunters out there, this is the stuff that you need to be using out in the woods. I absolutely love this stuff. We get deer, turkey, you get all kinds of wildlife. And whether you're a hunter or not, you just want animals in your yard. This is a great place to go. Forgetgenetics.com. Check it out. If you use promo code HMG, he's going to knock 10% off your orders. Check it out. And he ships all over the country. Alibi Tattoo and Piercing. If you need some new ink and you just happen to be in the Pennsylvania area, come on out to Alibi Tattoo. Check them out. Or maybe you need that tattoo removed. They do tattoo removal as well. Ryan Hunt, what's up, man? How you doing? JD, yeah, we're not putting that. What else do we got? Motorcycle safety lawyers. Listen, if you ride motorcycles, this is the organization needs to be on your speed dial. Thank you very much, motorcycle safety lawyers. Got a whole brewing. Great brewing company down in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Absolutely love it. Thank you for being part of HMG. Feed the people, buy the people. What are you putting in your bodies, folks? Pay attention to what you are doing and putting in your body. If you need a rancher or a farmer in your location so you can buy local, go to Feed the People, Buy the People, contact them. They'll put you in touch with somebody local in your area. JB Auto Clothiers. Love this organization. Custom shirts. I didn't wear my jacket today, but we got custom jackets, suits, and tuxedos. You need to get fitted, men, women. Does not matter. We can fit you. Made to measure suits for you. All right. Check it out. jbautoclothiers.com. Of course, HMG Beverage, our sister company. Go check them out. Grab some coffee. Independence bourbon for women by women. My friend Ann, absolutely love you, dear. Thank you for being a part of us. Jim Neary's Bait and Tackle, one of our newer sponsors here. Go check them out. If you are looking to fish or you want to fish, get down here to Pennsylvania, southern Lancaster County. Go check out Jim Neary's Bait and Tackle. And while you're there, check out their friends, Warriors on the Water LTD. They do a lot of stuff for veterans and first responders, so check them out as well. Thank you. And then, of course, we have our friends over at where is it here? Like I said, I'm still learning this thing. There we go. Sisu Stamina. Love this stuff. Check it out. Get your stuff. Chewable tablets keeps you razor focused. I love this stuff. I've been taking this stuff for about a week now. Huge difference in the last week. Check it out. If you go and let me see here. It comes in 60 chewable tablets. You take one a day. That's it. One a day. Absolutely great stuff. Check it out. Use promo code HEROES10 and you get 10% off. Absolutely love it. So that being said, again, guys, gals, men and women of all ages, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. AJ, thanks, brother. Thank you. I'm trying. I got it. Before I let you guys go, again, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. 8 years here at Heroes Media Group, and it all started at my kitchen table with just an idea. In fact, to be honest with you, I have the same board, mixing board. This is all getting updated and whatnot here in the next couple months, where, as you could tell, the lighting's a little bit better than it normally is. I got new lights coming in. We got a new camera. I have my camera. We're just using that differently. The new broadcast setup that you see here, a lot of new things changing. Listen, real quick, go check out heroesmediagroup.com. Check out all the shows that are on the network. We just welcomed 2 new shows this week. What a great way to start our birthday week by bringing on 2 new shows. Behind the Rut with our man Jerry, and the Hero Academy with host Super Dave. So we're just super blessed to have all the shows that are out here on Heroes Media Group. We want to continue growing. I personally would like to continue hiring people. I want to keep bringing on podcasts, and we want to keep bringing on people for, producers for audiobooks and podcast shows. And those of you that don't realize this, maybe you're new to this and you don't know, but we're a podcast network company. We're a production company. We can, anything related to podcasts, we do full production on video, audio production, transcription. We can help with social media. We can build, show you how to sell your products, and we create funnels for you, the whole 9 yards. So there's a ton of stuff that we offer. We got a new website that's being built right now. We're looking forward to sharing that with you and hopefully be able to launch that at the beginning of the year. But again, I'm just truly blessed and humbled. 8 years of this, and I'm looking forward to the next 8 and beyond that. So thank you all for your love and support, for being here. Let's have a great weekend, everybody. Stay positive. All right. Smile a lot. Be the light in someone's darkness. Smile a lot. Know someone cares. God bless you. God bless America. I'll see you guys next week. Take care.